Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So first of all, before we get into it, I'd like to say a big massive thank you to each and every one of you who like, comment, share and subscribe to the channel. It helps us to fight the algorithm and push the message of help you'll serve out to a broader audience. Also in the comment section below you will see pinned my Patreon, where I offer a wide range of spiritual services including tutoring, etc, etc. What are we going to be speaking about in today's video? It has been very apparent through all of the different videos that I've been making that there is a lot of questions around dreams and can you see the spirit world in dreams? So first of all, we need to kind of debunk this. What do I mean by the word and terminology debunk? We cannot put every dream down to being a dream of spirit. I'm sorry. I know there's going to be a lot of people who may not believe that is true, but dreams with spirit have significant meanings. Dreams with spirit are there to help you, to guide you, to teach you. Now I'm going to be sharing with you some of my dreams with spirit, and hopefully from the dreams and the stories that I share, you're going to see what I mean about dreams with spirit are significant. We have a lot of so let's back up a minute. Why do we have dreams? So the human mind is effectively a little computer. Now the conscious mind and the subconscious mind are two completely different things, which a lot of people get very confused at and don't realize that they are two completely separate entities. Yes, they are within the human body. Yes, they are contained within the skull, but they are very, very different things. Now, the conscious mind is you when you are awake. It is you going through your everyday life. It is you doing the chores. It is you doing, housework. It's you driving your car. It's you going on the school runs. It's you going to work. It's you making money. This is the conscious mind. This is where this is what is keeping you alive. This is what we need to do to keep alive. The subconscious mind is very different to this. The subconscious mind is always at play. It is always operating in the back of your mind. So when we go through the day and something happens and it was something that we weren't prepared for and we get a little bit of a shock from it, or it could be any scenario. You don't have to just have a shock from it. It may just be something that the logical brain, the conscious mind, does not understand. This then, okay, it signals the subconscious mind to dig deep. We need to find out what this meant. Now, that's why a lot of the time when you have dreams, a lot of the times the dreams will just be crazy but won't make any sense. That is not a dream of spirit. A dream of spirit always makes sense. Whilst you may not know it at the time, when you wake up, you will understand the reason why you had the dream. You will understand why the dream was significant to you at that moment in time. Again, remember, the spirit world are a world of intelligence. They don't just come to you in dreams just to have a little bit of a laugh and a giggle with you. They come to you in a dream when there is a necessity for it, a need for it, wants and desires from yourself. We've covered the two, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. What else is at play here? For those of you who don't know, the spirit world is not just a world of intelligence. They are an energy realm. They don't have physical bodies. They don't have any other way of getting in touch with us other than using energy. They are energy beings. They can come to us using energy in our dreams. There's going to be a lot of you who don't understand how they come to you. Now understand this, you have each and every human being on this earth plane has what we call humanistic abilities. They are the clair abilities. We also have what's called ESPs, extrasensory perceptions. Now these two combined are what effectively give you the catalyst to be able to interpret the energy as it comes through, even though you might not know that you are doing it. This is why it comes very prominent in dreams. This is why it becomes so freely in dreams, because the subconscious mind is at work. However, the conscious mind is effectively sleeping. It's not getting in the way. So the subconscious mind is like, oh yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying there. Yeah, that's completely right. I'm going to tell Jordan when he wakes up, and I wake up and I'm like, I haven't got a clue what that dream was about. But there's going to be a lot of you who would have dreams with spirit, and I'm going to give you a little bit of an example here. How can you know if you've had a dream of spirit? Very, very simple. You are going to wake up. You are not just going to remember that dream. There is going to be something about the dream that you are trying to make sense of. Remember, you may not know about what the dream means in the current moment, but you will know about it by applying a little bit of thought. Remember, the subconscious already holds the answers here, but the conscious mind is now aware. How can we find out information from a dream? You can go into a meditation. Meditations are a great way to be able to not just connect with yourself, but to relive the dream, relive the experience, relive the information that was passed on in a dream. Now, there's going to be a lot of you who are thinking, well, I've had loads of dreams with spirit me. 100% you probably have. Do you know each and every dream that you've had with spirit? Probably not, if I'm completely honest with you, because you will have a lot more dreams of spirit than what you actually believe. Which brings me to the next part. So I hope I haven't lost anyone there. If there's anyone that doesn't understand the words of which I've just spoken there, get it in the comment section and I'll explain it a little bit more in depth. So please, for everyone, you know, don't just put every dream on the spirit. However, don't just dismiss dreams as not being with spirit. Remember that it's always going to be a subtle intelligence to them. There is always going to be something that makes you think, that was a dream with spirit. Now I'm going to tell you some of my dreams with spirit. Without boring you, I mean, I'm not going to tell you all of my dreams, because let's be honest, I mean, I've forgot more than what I remember, if I'm completely honest. But some of my prominent dreams were working with spirit when I was effectively learning how to write. What do I mean by write? Fiction, you know, writing non-fiction, writing books, writing all of these different things. And I did not have a clue what I was doing. I really didn't. And I still remember to this day deciding that I was going to go on the path of being a writer, and then putting my fingers to the keyboard and starting to write, and what a mess it was. Honestly, the only way to describe it is if you picture a scene where somebody's just made spaghetti and just thrown spaghetti over the walls in the kitchen and just made a right mess. This is how my words looked on paper. No logic to it, didn't even know how to string a sentence together, didn't know what a full stop was, didn't know what a comma was. I then started having tutoring on a night time in my dreams. And this was, for me, the major part where I embraced spirit, because I went from not knowing what I was doing to writing words that I didn't know the meaning of, but they were the right words for the sentences. Now, there's going to be a lot of you thinking, oh my God, well, that's just a coincidence. No, we have to remember it's one of those things where, yes, we can't put everything down to being spirit, but when you are going into classrooms on a night time and you are finding out how to do certain topics. So that was for the writing. Now, I always remember this is another part of the journey that really stands out. I remember, I think I had been writing for about 6 months by this point, and I had gotten to this one part, this one chapter. I mean, you've got to think, I'm an extremist. I go from one extreme to the next. So I started writing, and that was it. I was writing each and every day, you know, every hour that I could write, I was writing. I love it. I still do love writing. I just don't have the time for writing at the minute, if I'm completely honest. But I am writing a book with spirit. And I always remember I got stuck on this, for some reason. I think I was just putting a lot of thought, a lot of effort into it. And it's one of those things, like everything in life, we don't have to put a lot of effort in, we just need to work at it. And I was trying so hard, and I wanted this piece of writing to look amazing, and I was just about to send it off to me editor, and it was this chapter, and I wanted it to look perfect for going off to the editor. And there was just this one sentence, and it really didn't make sense in my mind. It was the wrong sentence for it, and I was really getting frustrated because I wanted it to be perfect, as I do with everything in this life. I strive for perfection, even though I'll never be perfect. None of us will. Sorry to throw that out there. But then on the night time I had went home, it was in the stage where I was doing meditations quite regular actually, and I always remember going into a meditation and spirit were giving us a little bit of guidance about the sentence and how I could restructure it. So then anyway, on the night time, I didn't think much of it, and in the night time I was in a class. I still remember it vividly. There was 3 other souls sat to the left of us, and there was a teacher out in front. It just looked like a human teacher. You know, there was nothing about these individuals or energy entities that looked to be in a spirit world. You know, you've got to remember, when it's a dream of spirit, You don't know that you're with spirit. It is very much just like being in this world, apart from, you are getting lecturers, you are getting teachings. So I remember that I was in this classroom and I was being questioned by the teacher, and straight away the showed us and presented us with the sentence that I was stuck on at work. And then all of a sudden I stood up and I said, this is what it needs to be and this is how we're going to do it. And then I always remember the next day I come into work, a lot of you aren't going to believe this, I come straight into work, I knew how I was going to write it, and that was it. Now there's going to be a lot of people who are going to say, well, that's just a coincidence. But it really isn't. When you've had these experiences for yourself, you will know, when we are going to the spirit world for education. I've had loads of others. So for example, when I started, another example, when I started doing tarot, a lot of you who know me know that I've never once practiced tarot. I never will practice tarot in terms of reading literature, reading books. I'm dead against it, because it is about your interpretation of the cards, not about what Joe Blogs down the street's interpretation is, not about Claire's version of the cards, because Claire's wrote the book and Claire thinks that it should be who is. I'm sorry, I don't agree with any of that. This has to be your personal journey, and you have to understand that. And I remember that my team, because they knew, first of all, I got the tarot cards in within a day of having tarot cards, within a day of handling the cards and messing around with the cards, I done my first reading on someone. And fun fact, well, not so much fun, but that person was in tears. Am I happy that the person was in tears? No. Am I happy that the reading was taken fully accurate and they knew and understood each and every piece of that information? Yes, because it proved from the very beginning my connection with my team. I put my full trust in them, as I do on every reading. But when I first started doing tarot reading, it wasn't about me learning how to do tarot. I already knew. It was very simple. I knew where my connection comes from. What was different for me was putting myself into different circumstances, different situations. So spirit in my dreams, fun fact, I would go to sleep and I would be taking lessons. I would be tutoring people. I would be taking classes and educating others of how they can connect with tarot cards, how they can use tarot cards to great effect, given they have the right tools. And I was being shown and educated in how to deliver my speech, how to deliver the information so that somebody can absorb it in digestible chunks. So I'm not just flashing them with all the information and then it's just going. So, that's there is some of the most prominent memories I have with spirit. So there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be, thinking, well, hang on, John, you've told me about your experiences, but how do we know about our experiences? That's very, very simple. That's something that you need to ask yourself. You don't need to go external to ask other people. If you've had a dream and you believe that dream was with spirit, you better believe that dream was with your spirit team. You also have to believe that the spirit worlds aren't going to come to you in a dream and, they're not going to do anything that holds no significant value to you, your personal development, your spiritual growth. They aren't just going to come and say hi, because there's more to them than that. There is always a message, and I need you all to understand that there is a message for every time the spirit world uses their energy to come through to us, to connect. There is a significant reason behind that. There is something that you need to take from that. So, we've spoken about dreams there. And I think, to be honest, we're probably just going to leave it at that, because I'd love to think that I've answered all of your questions. I know I haven't. I know there's going to be a lot of people who've got different questions. But this is why I'm relying on YouTube. You can put in the comments question you want to know more about the dreams. And I can give you more information in respect of that, to be quite honest. So now what are we going to talk about? So, that was dreams. So I tell you what, why don't we, because I've got a little bit extra time, why don't we go into ways that you can actually connect with your teams? Yes, this is by the form of meditation. You would have all heard me say that earlier on. If you have a dream and you want to understand the dream, you want to learn more about the dream, forget about asking me, forget about asking anyone else. Ask yourself. You already know what you need to know from your dream. You already know the answers that your team wanted you to hear. It is the conscious mind that is blocking it. The subconscious mind already holds the key. It already holds the information to which you speak of. So my advice to each and every one of you, if you've had a dream and you are really struggling to remember why or what was about the dream, it's not because the spirit world didn't tell you. It is the polar opposite. They have told you, and it is your job, it is your responsibility to then do the footwork. You then have to understand what that message was. And it is not because the spirit world don't want to deliver it to you, because yes, of course they do, but you have to remind the conscious mind is blocking it. It is your your inability to understand the energy, how the energy works, that is being the pivotal block here, not the spirit world. The spirit world have that information with you once you decipher it. A lot of the time, fun fact for all of you, the spirit world don't make this easy for any one of you. Why? Because why should this be easy? This isn't about it being easy. This is about you wanting to learn. This is about you striving for making yourself better, your circumstances, the people around you, finding different paths that you can be taking, different avenues, growing as a soul, growing spiritually, growing as a medium, as a psychic, all of these different things. These are all avenues you can take. But remember, this is not something the spirit world are just going to give you, because you already have the abilities. But the spirit world aren't going to come and make this easy for you. You have to meet them halfway. Well, it's a little bit more than halfway actually, but you have to work harder, is the point I'm trying to make there. So for any of you who want to do this, remember, it's not easy. You hear us saying it on all of the videos, and for those of you who think that this is easy, then unfortunately you are setting yourself to fail 100%. So I'd like to thank each and every one of you for your continued support. I'd like to thank each and every one of you who likes, comments, shares and subscribes to the channel. It helps with to fight the algorithm and push the message of Help Heal Sir out to a broader audience. Also, if you did like this video, be sure at the end of this segment to check out the video that's going to be pinned at the top left and right. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye bye for now.